The forest did not feel the same. Where there had once been a quiet sense of safety, something heavier now lingered beneath the surface. The Great Deku Tree stood silent, his presence no longer watching over the Kokiri as it once had. Link stepped back into the village. The Kokiri had already begun to notice. Their movements were slower, their voices quieter. Even the fairies seemed unsettled, their usual wandering patterns replaced by restless drifting. Saria approached him. She didn't speak at first. Her eyes moved past him, as though searching for something that wasn't there anymore. Then she looked back at him. He didn't need to say anything. She understood. Together, they walked to the place where the Great Deku Tree stood. The clearing felt emptier now, despite its size. The ancient guardian no longer spoke, but his final words still lingered in the air. A journey beyond the forest. A destiny that reached further than either of them had ever imagined. Saria reached into her pocket and pulled something free, a small instrument, an ocarina. She held it out to him. "For when you need to remember this place," she said softly. Link took it. The smooth surface rested easily in his hand, light but carefully made. He turned it slightly, as if committing it to memory. Saria smiled, though it didn't quite reach her eyes. "Everyone in the forest will miss you." She hesitated, just for a moment. "I will too." Link looked at her. There was no reply, but something in the way he held the ocarina, the way he didn't look away, said enough. At the edge of the forest, the path forward waited. Beyond it lay a world Link had never seen. As he stepped closer, a voice called out behind him, "Mido." He stopped a short distance away, arms no longer crossed in defiance. For once, he didn't try to block the path. Instead, his eyes shifted toward the Deku Tree, then back to Link. He said nothing, but he stepped aside. Link continued forward. The light changed as he left the forest. The dense canopy gave way to open sky, and for the first time, the world stretched out far beyond anything he had known. Rolling fields, distant mountains, a vast kingdom waiting ahead. Hyrule. Link paused at the edge of it. The Kokiri sword rested at his side, the Deku shield on his arm, the ocarina tucked safely with him, each one a reminder of where he had come from, each one part of what he would need moving forward. Navi hovered beside him. "The Great Deku Tree said you should go to Hyrule Castle," she reminded him. "That's where Princess Zelda lives." Link looked ahead. The road stretched across Hyrule Field, leading toward a distant castle surrounded by stone walls. It felt far away, but not unreachable. Without hesitation, he began to walk. The wind moved freely across the field, carrying sounds he had never heard before. Creatures wandered the land, some peaceful, others not. As the sun slowly lowered, the world began to change. The light faded. The shadows grew longer. And then, movement. From the ground itself, skeletal figures began to rise, their forms pulled free from the earth, empty eyes locking onto anything that moved. "Stalfos," Navi said quickly. "They only come out at night. Be careful." One turned toward Link and lunged forward. He reacted instantly. The sword moved cleanly, the strike precise. The creature staggered, then fell apart, collapsing back into the ground from where it came. Link didn't wait. He kept moving. By the time the castle walls came into view, the sun had nearly set. The gates stood tall and closed, guarded heavily. Link slowed, not stopping, just watching. Learning. A cart approached the gate, its driver speaking briefly with the guards before being allowed inside. For a moment, the gate opened. Link moved, quickly, quietly, slipping through before it could close again. Inside, the noise of the market filled the air. Voices, movement, life, so different from the forest. But Link didn't linger. Beyond the market, the castle grounds rose ahead, and somewhere inside. The next part of his journey was waiting.